This is your first time here, make sure to like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what else you want to hear about, and subscribe. We got a lot of great content coming, so be sure to check it out. So, today we are doing the marine weather forecast for the state of Michigan, the lower peninsula, all around the big lakes. So, we do this every week, so be sure to tune in and we'll get started. Starting in South Haven today. Today, we're looking at southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, backing north, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots, veering southeast after midnight, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Saturday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves less than a foot. Sunday, south winds 5 to 10 knots, partly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And yeah. So, looks like out in that area in South Haven, looks like you got a beautiful weekend to be on the water. So, hope you can get out there and enjoy that. Grand Haven. So, next weekend, Grand Haven has their Coast Guard Festival. So, a lot of people coming in from the area on the boats to check that out. But today, we're looking at east-southeast wind, 5 to 8 knots, becoming west in the afternoon, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Friday night, north-northeast winds, 5 to 10 knots, becoming south-southeast after midnight, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, south wind, 6 to 11 knots, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, south-southeast wind, 5 to 10 knots, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, south wind 9 to 12 knots, partly sunny, waves around a foot. And then Sunday night, south wind 9 to 11 knots, a chance of showers after 1 a.m., waves 1 to 2 feet. So again, Grand Haven is looking like they're having beautiful weather for the entire weekend, and it seems like as the weekend goes on, the wind picks up just a little bit, but other than that, it looks like a great time to be on the water in the Grand Haven area. Ludington. Today, variable winds, less than 5 knots, becoming west-southwest around 6 knots in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Friday night, variable winds, 5 knots or less. Clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, south-southwest wind, 7 to 11 knots, with gusts as high as 18 knots. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, south wind around 8 knots, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, south wind 8 to 12 knots, with gusts as high as 20 knots, mostly sunny, waves 1 to 2 feet. And then Sunday night, south wind around 9 knots, a chance of showers after 1 a.m., waves around a foot. So, Friday's looking like a great day. So today is a great day to be out in the water in the Ludington area. Seems like tomorrow it's going to get a little windy as the day goes on, but the waves should be pretty low. Coming on the south-southwest, seems like it's going to be a warm breeze. So just keep an eye on that. And then Sunday, 20-mile-an-hour gusts, that's quite a bit. So it's going to blow you around a little bit, and it's going to be choppy. So in the Ludington area, just be aware on Sunday. Maybe the small stuff shouldn't be out there. Northport. So the Grand Traverse Bay area. Today, variable winds 5 knots or less. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, variable winds 5 knots or less. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, south wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, west wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming south after midnight. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, south wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Mostly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, variable winds 5 knots or less, mostly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So the Grand Traverse Bay area is looking like a beautiful weekend to be on the water. It does not look like they're getting the same wind that the Ludington area is getting. So it'll be a great time to be out there. Petoskey. Today, variable winds 5 knots or less. Sunny, waves less than a foot. Tonight, variable winds 5 knots or less. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, south-southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, variable winds 5 knots or less. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday, South wind 5 to 10 knots, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Mostly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, variable winds 5 knots or less. Mostly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So it looks like they're having a beautiful weekend in Petoskey to get out there and get on the water. Really not much for wind at all, so today is probably going to be the least wind. Other than that, honestly, it'd be a great day to be on the water out in Petoskey as well. So, the Mackinac Straits area, St. Ignace, Mackinac City, Mackinac Island. So this is their area. Today, variable winds, 5 knots or less, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, variable winds, 5 knots or less, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. And Saturday, south-southwest wind around 10 knots, becoming west in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday night, variable winds 5 knots or less, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, south-southwest wind 5 to 10 knots, mostly sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, variable winds 5 knots or less, mostly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So it looks like a beautiful weekend to be in the Straits. If you're going to be running across the island or things like that, looks like you're going to have good weather. Other than that, I mean, Saturday might just be a little windy, but honestly, that's not that bad for that area. So today would be an awesome day to go out and do paddleboarding around the Mackinac Bridge and things like that out on the big water. But Mackinac Straits area, it's a great day to be on the water. Alpena. So today you're looking at west-northwest wind, 5 to 10 knots, becoming east-southeast in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, south-southeast wind, 5 to 10 knots, becoming south-southwest after midnight. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, south wind, 5 to 10 knots, becoming south in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And Saturday night, south wind, 5 to 10 knots. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, south wind, 5 to 10 knots, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Sunday night, south wind, 5 to 10 knots, mostly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So honestly, they're looking like a great weekend to be out there on the water. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that in the Alpena area. Hey man, I'm just talking to everybody that wants to see this. This is the forecast for Michigan. Yep, south wind on Saturday. It's coming out of the south. So, Essexville, so you're Saginaw Bay area. This is your forecast for that area on Lake Huron. So today we're looking at variable winds, 5 knots or less. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, east-southeast wind, 7 to 9 knots, becoming south after midnight. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, southwest wind, 6 to 8 knots, becoming south in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then, Sunday night, south wind around 9 knots, becoming mostly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So the whole entire weekend in the Saginaw Bay area is looking pretty darn clear and good. No rain, no major wind forecast coming up for them. So it'd be a great day to be on the water, do some fishing or some boating for that area. Monroe, so Lake Erie off the Detroit River area. Today you're looking at a northeast wind, 5 to 7 knots, becoming east in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Tonight, east-southeast wind around 6 knots, becoming variable and less than 5 knots after midnight. Mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Saturday, variable winds, less than 5 knots, becoming east-southeast, 5 to 7 knots in the afternoon. Sunny, waves 1 foot or less. And then Saturday night, variable winds, 5 knots or less, mostly clear, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday, variable winds, 5 knots or less, sunny, waves 1 foot or less. Sunday night, southeast wind around 6 knots, becoming variable and less than 5 knots after midnight, partly cloudy, waves 1 foot or less. So, Monroe area, you have no wind, no wave, nothing. It's going to be a beautiful weekend to be out in the water in the Monroe area. Thanks, Randy. Other than that, it looks like a beautiful weather to be on the lake in any of the lakes in Michigan area. So be sure to get out there and enjoy that. And next weekend It looks like Grand Haven is having their Coast Guard Festival. So the big boats, Coast Guard cutters and things like that are coming in. If you can get a chance to get a dock in that area, you can be able to see the fireworks that they have coming up. Other than that, I don't think there's any powerboat stuff going on this coming weekend that I'm aware of. Other than that, it's a great day to be on the water, and if you're any great loopers out there, it's a great day to make some time and get around those lakes and enjoy the beautiful weather out there. Other than that, like the video, comment, tell us what you think, tell us what you want to hear about, and make sure to subscribe. We got a lot of great content coming, and a lot of great content on the channel, so be sure to check it out, and remember to have a great adventure.